Elena Sergeyevna Vesnina is a Russian professional tennis player. Her career high rankings are world number 21 in singles and world number 3 in doubles. Vesnina is a two-time Grand Slam champion in doubles competition, having won the 2013 French Open and the 2014 US Open tournaments with Ekaterina Makarova. Career = 2002 Euro 2003 = in October 2002, aged 16 years and 2 months, she gained direct entry into the qualifying draw for her first $10,000 tournament at Giza, Egypt, and succeeded in qualifying for the main draw before losing a close 3-set match. The very next week, once again qualifying at El Mansoura to enter the main draw, where she won 2 further matches in straight sets, beating Hana Angstrom remover of the Czech Republic in round 2, to reach her first ever $10,000 quarter-final in just her second event played. However, she defaulted her quarter-final tie to her opponent. In 2003 she began the year entering 2 successive ITF events India at Chennai and Bangalore, and not only succeeded in qualifying both times, but also reached her first semi-final and another quarter-final in the main draws, notably losing to future star Akbalama Muradova at the quarter-final stage at Bangalore. These results gave Vesnina her first ranking at world number 750, enough to gain direct entry to her next $10,000 draw at Istanbul in the last week of March, where she beat her personal best result in reaching the final. The following week, at Antalya, still in Turkey, she was knocked out in the first round by her then compatriot Evgenia Lenetskaya. And in May she met with mixed results in Lviv, Ukraine and Warsaw, Poland. But in June she claimed her career first $10,000 title at Balashikha, Russia, without dropping a set. After taking her first ITF title she competed in Bucharest, losing to Raluca Sandu in the second round. She stayed in Bucharest to compete in Bucharest 2, where she made it through the finals, losing to German Antonella Vojna in a tight 2 sets. She then competed in Zhukovsky, Russia, as a qualifier and succeeded, then won through all the way to the semi-final of the main draw with a tight 3-set quarter-final victory over compatriot Ekaterina Makarova en route, but was stopped in straight sets in the semi-finals by Elena Bondarenko of Ukraine. In the middle of September, she qualified for her second straight $25,000 tournament at Tbilisi, Georgia, and this time won the title, recording victories over Evgenia Lenetskaya, Olga Barabanchikova of Belarus, and Maria Karatsev of the Ukraine, in the quarter-final, semi-final and final rounds respectively. She then failed to qualify, trying to get to her first main draw appearance at the WTA Tour in her next 2 events in Moscow and Tashkent. She finished the year ranked number 279. = 2004 Euro 2005 = Vesnina began the year with a second-round exit at the ITF event in Bergamo 1. She then failed to qualify in Ortiz-I, an ITF event, exiting at the first round of the qualifying draw. She also lost in first round of the qualifying round of 2004 Hyderabad Open to an unranked Barbara Schwartz. At the ITF event in St. Petersburg, it was however a different scenario as she got past the qualifying round and then defeated compatriot Anastasia Rodionova in the first round proper on her way to a quarter-final finish, where she was defeated by Ivana Lisčák of Croatia. She next played in June at Marseille, falling at the last round of the qualifying draw. She was granted a lucky loser before bowing out to number 1 seed and then world number 70 Abomara Karadjova in straight sets despite taking the second to a close tie-break. She then made early exits in Gorizia and Vittel. Following this disappointing performance she reached 2 ITF quarter-finals in a row, in Moscow losing to Maria Kondratьeva and in Balashikha losing to Anastasia Yakimova. In late September, as a direct main draw entrant into the $50,000 tournament at Batrami, Georgia, she also reached to quarter-finals, where she lost to number 1 seed Anna Shakhvtadze. In her next events she tried to qualify for a WTA event in the 2004 Kremlin Cup but was knocked out at the second hurdle by world number 61 Claudine Schall of Luxembourg in a topsy-turvy match, and in the 2005 Bell Challenge where she succeeded for the first time in winning through qualifying into a WTA Tour main draw but lost in the first round of the main draw to Mariana da Alzaliva. She then qualified in Opole, Poland, but lost to Hannah Angstrom Remover in the second round in 3 sets. She ended the year by reaching the quarter-final at Bergamo, Italy, losing to Estonian star Marit Ainai in a very close 3-setter. Vesnina ended the year world ranked number 286. She started 2005 attempting to make headway in WTA Tour main draws. She next entered the qualifying round of the 2005 Cellular South Cup but lost in straight sets to Varvara Lepchenko of United States. The following week, she entered an ITF tournament at St. Paul, Minnesota, where she lost in the second qualifying round to Tatiana Uvarova. Extending her bad start, she made a first-round exit at St. Petersburg, an ITF event. She then qualified at Civitavecchia, Italy, reaching the semi-finals before losing to Marit Ainai in 3 sets. In May, she entered qualifying for the Tier 2 event at Warsaw, and avenged her previous defeat by Adriana Bana, knocking her out, but then fell again to Anna Shakvtadze in the second round. A couple of weeks later, she suffered a disappointing first-round loss to Olivia Sanchez of France in the first round of a $25,000 event at Antalya, Turkey. But the following week she bounced back to qualify for her second career WTA main draw at 2005 Istanbul Cup, losing to American star Mashona Washington in the second round. This was her first WTA Tour win. Returning in June, she reached a final of an event at Galatina, Italy without dropping a set, defeating higher-ranked Tatiana Pouchk of Belarus on the way, before losing the title to Maria Karatsev. At her next 2 ITF tournaments in early July, she failed to qualify in Fano while losing in 3 sets to similarly ranked compatriot Lyudmila Skavronskaya in the first round in Cuneo, Italy. But later that month she succeeded in qualifying for her third career WTA main draw at the 2005 Internazionale di Modena. In first round of the main draw she cruised past a low-ranked special entrant from Slovenia Maja Mortova 3/4 year before being ousted by Italian world number 28 Flavia Pinetta in second round. The very next week, she won through qualifying into a WTA main draw for the 4th time at 2005 Internazionale Femminile di Palermo but lost Marit Ainai in the first round of the main draw. In her next 3 events she failed to qualify for the main draw of the WTA events at the 2005 Nordine Nordic Light Open, losing to Emma Lane in the third round of the qualifying draw, in the 2005 Rogers Cup where she first thrashed Swiss perennial and world number 110 Emmanuel Gagliardi, but then was ousted by Japanese world number 93 Rika Fujiwara in 3 sets, and in the 2005 US Open to New Zealander Marina Erakovic in the second round of the qualifying draw. She then reached the semi-finals in Denain, France, losing to Arantxa Para-Santonja, and in Bordeaux, France, losing to star copyright Fanny Foretz. Vesnina attained direct entry to a WTA Tour main draw for the first time in her career at the 2005 Tashkent Open in October, where she reached her first quarter-finals losing to Akgala Muradova. She then failed to qualify at the 2005 Kremlin Cup, losing to Ilona Bondarenko. In the 2005 Generali Ladies Linz she came through the qualifying round before losing to Tamira Pasek in the first round. In November, at the 2005 Bell Challenge she reached her second quarter-finals losing to 75th-ranked Swede Sofia Lovitson. In the next 2 weeks, she came unstuck in early rounds of ITF events, losing to Emma Lane in the first round at Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and to Estonian Karakanpi in the second round at Deauville, France. She ended the year with a semi-final appearance at Poitiers, France in the final week of November and her last tournament, losing to Victoria Kutuzova en route to Marion Bartoli and world number 96 star copyright Fanny Foretz. She ended the year ranked number 111. 2006 beginning the new season early in January at the 2006 MAW Hard Courts, she was narrowly defeated by Puerto Rican world number 157 Vilmarie Castelva in 3 sets in the first round of the qualifying draw for the Tier 3 event at Gold Coast, and then she was beaten by Nuria Llagostra-Vives in the first round of 2006 Moorilla Hobart International the following week. Being ranked number 100, she was awarded direct entry into her first ever Grand Slam tournament at the 2006 Australian Open, and reached the fourth round with defeats of qualifiers Li Ting, Julia Shroff and Olga Savkyuk before losing to world number 7 Nadia Petrova. She next competed at the 2006 Bangalore Open and 2006 Pacific Life Open but lost in the first rounds of both contests, losing to Australian world number 127 Nicole Pratt at Bangalore and to world number 86 Victoria Kutuzova of the Ukraine at Indian Wells. However, she reached the third round of the 2006 Nasdaq 100 Open and 2006 Bausch & Lomb Championships, losing to Tatiana Golovin and Virginia Ruano Pascual, respectively. The week after, playing at 2006 Family Circle Cup, she again came out the loser in a three-setter, this time against experienced fellow Russian star Vera Zvonova, who took the match. In May, retreating to a lower-level Tier 4 event at Estoril, Portugal, she encountered Flavia Pinetta, the first seed in the draw, in the first round. And this time the Italian wrought her revenge in the third-set tiebreak of a very evenly tied match that ran. At the 2005 Berlin Open, she lost to Czech Květa Peschke in the first round. At the 2006 International de Strasbourg, she encountered fierce resistance in the first round from upcoming Italian world number 249 Karen Knapp, but finally defeated her to book her place in the second round, where she made light work of French world number 27 Marion Bartoli for the second time in her career, this time dismissing her. In the quarterfinals, clay court expert and world number 28 Anabel Medina Garrigues of Spain had the better of their joust, taking it. At the 2006 French Open, she lost Peng Shuai in the first round. Vesnina entered the grass court circuit, in Birmingham, England and Hertogenbosch, the Netherlands, and both reaching the second round, losing to Italian world number 39 Mara Santangelo and world number 8 Elena Dementieva, respectively. In July, entering 2006 Wimbledon Championships world rank number 63, she recovered from a set-down to fend off Spanish world number 75 Mara Lazar Nchez Lorenzo in the first round, and then second round she lost compatriot Anna Shakhvtadze in a close three-setter. At the events of 2006 Acura Classic and 2006 JP Morgan Chase Open, she reached a second round of both events, losing to Finnish Emma Lane and American Megan Shaughnessy, respectively. At the qualifying round of the 2006 Rogers Cup, she was upset by Noha Urbero of the United States in the first round. The following week at 2006 Forest Hills Tennis Classic, she lost to Megan Shaughnessy at the quarter-final stage. In September, in her first appearance at the 2006 US Open, she lost to world number 14 Mary Pierce in the first round. Later that month, at the 2005 China Open, in the first round, she at last wreaked revenge upon Emma Lane after a lengthy struggle, but then in the second she fell in 3 sets to Chinese world number 23 Li Na. A string of 3 further moderate second-round finishes in successive weeks followed in the earlier part of October. In 2006 Guangzhou International Women's Open, losing to veteran Israeli Zipporah Uzila, in 2006 Tashkent Open, losing to Ukrainian Katerina Bondarenko, in 2006 Kremlin Cup, losing to Arma copyright Lai Morismo. At the 2006 Generali Ladies Linz, after qualifying she got past the first round of the main draw against world number 16 Daniela Hantuchova after the Slovak retired for a Euro 3 RET. World number 12 Jelena Jankovic of Serbia awaited her in round 2, and although Vesnina won the first set in a tie-break, it was Jankovic who emerged victorious in 3 sets. In her last tournament at 2006 Gaz de France Stars, she retired against Kirsten Flipkens. Vesnina finished the year still ranked 44th in the world, up 67 places year-on-year. 2007 In her first tournament of the year at the 2007 MAW Hardcourts, she reached the quarter-finals, losing to Italian Tatiana Garbin. The following week, at the 2007 Murillo Hobart International, she lost Anabel Medina Garrigues in the first round. At the 2007 Australian Open, she avenged her loss to Anabel Medina Garrigues in the first round, but lost in the second to Maria Elena Cameron, in a very close 3-set match. Following the 2007 Australian Open, then proceeded to suffer a string of disappointing first-round exits over the remainder of the winter season. including at the 2007 Torrey Pan Pacific Open and at the 2007 Dubai Tennis Championships, losing 7 straight matches in a row. Her losing streak ended in the hands of Ursula Radwanska in the first round of the 2007 J&S Cup, but lost in the next round to Jelena Jankovic. At the 2007 Qatar Telecom German Open a week later, she suffered a heavy loss by 65th-ranked Spaniard Lourdes Dorman-Moslino at the first round. In her next main draw appearance she reached a quarter-finals at the 2007 International de Strasbourg. She lost to Marion Bartoli for the first time in 3 meetings. At the 2007 French Open, she was drawn against number 1 seed and eventual champion Justine Henin of Belgium in the first round, and lost in 2 relatively close sets. The following week, at the 2007 Ordina Open, she got through as a qualifier but lost in the second round by Angelique Kerber of Germany. Entering 2007 Wimbledon Championships world ranked 67th in July, she enjoyed a strong start with successive comfortable straight sets wins over fellow Russian world number 32 Olga Pushkova in the first round and world number 43 Permil Mali-Loit of France in the second, before losing once again to number 1 seed and eventual semi-finalist Justine Henin, in the third round. Following Wimbledon she competed at the 2007 W&S Financial Group Women's Open where she reached the quarter-finals losing to eventual champion and compatriot Anna Shakhvtadze, until retiring. At the 2007 Nordea Nordic Light Open she defeated Swedish world number 109 Sofia Lovitzson in straight sets in the first round, but then lost to fast-rising Danish teenager Caroline Wozniacki, in the second. She then competed in the last tournament before the US Open at the 2007 Forest Hills Tennis Classic. After receiving a first-round bye, she began well with straight sets victories over world number 68 Tsar copyright Vereen Bra copyrightman and Japanese world number 52 Aiko Nakamura to reach her career first WTA-level semi-final, but then lost to Virginie Razzano. Entering the 2007 US Open, Vesnina was drawn to play world number 89 Croat Jelena Kostania in the first round, but lost to her in straight sets. The following week, representing Russia in the 2007 Fed Cup final against Italy, she avenged her straight sets defeat by Mara Santangelo in their only previous meeting, by outplaying the current world number 34 to win in straight sets herself this time around. Towards the end of the month, the Russian could reach only the second round of the 2007 Banca Copa Slovenia Open before she succumbed to Argentinian Gisela Dulko. Returning to the Tashkent Open in October ranked 61st in the world, she exceeded her performance of the previous year by reaching the semi-finals with successive victories over Italian Alberta Bryantyi, Belarusian Tatiana Pauchk, and Romanian youngster Iona Raluca Alaru, but at this stage, she lost Belarusian teenager Victoria Azarenka. At the 2007 Kremlin Cup she lost once again to Czech world number 13 Nicole Vadia at the second round. At her last 2 tournaments of the year at the 2007 Tsar 1/4 Rich Open and 2007 Generali Ladies Linz she failed to qualify, losing to American Milan Tu and German Sandra Klapp-Paragraph-Sell. She ended the year at number 54, 10 spots lower than the previous year. 2008 Back in Australia for the beginning of the new season early in January, Vesnina suffered a poor start with a 3-set loss in the first round at Gold Coast to an Australian wildcard then ranked just 158th in the world, Monika Damczak. Having failed to defend the points accrued from her quarter-final finish at Gold Coast a year previously, she found her ranking slipping to 60th. But she mostly made up for it by reaching the quarter-finals at Hobart the following week with back-to-back straight sets wins over Japanese world number 48 Akiko Morigami and Nuria Llagosta of Vives of Spain. But her quarter-final opponent, world number 23 Vera Zvonareva, had the better of her. Entering the Australian Open for the third year running, now ranked world number 55, Vesnina enjoyed a marginally more successful run than she had done in 2007, in reaching the third round with successive wins over world number 31 Julia Vakulenko of the Ukraine, and world number 98 Jill Krabers of the United States. However, there was no stopping eventual tournament champion Maria Sharapova in round 3. Vesnina emerged from the tournament world ranked number 52. with only 16 ranking points for her to defend between February and April inclusive out of a total of 549 to her credit. She was presented with a strong theoretical opportunity to return to or exceed her pre-existing career-high WTA world ranking of 41st by the beginning of May. However, her challenge began disappointingly for her at Doha in mid-February with a first-round main draw loss in straight sets to Japanese world number 134 Amy Morita. Then at the Tier 2 tournament at Dubai at the end of the month, she was forced to go through the qualifying tournament, where she was defeated in the second round on the final set tiebreak of a very close three-set match by resurgent Chinese player Zhang Jie, whose then current ranking of world number 226 reflected her recent absence from the tour resulting from injury. The sum total of the ranking points earned by the Russian in February was just 6. Returning to action in mid-March at the Tier I fixture taking place at Indian Wells, Vesnina could manage only the second round of the main draw after defeating world number 98 Xie Sui of Taipei in a close three-set match in the first, as world number 10 Marion Bartoli vanquished her, leveling up their career head-to-head at 2 matches all. Arriving at Miami at the end of March world-ranked 53rd, down 1 place on the beginning of February, she finally achieved a measure of success for the first time in 2 months, reaching the 4th round with wins over Russian veteran Elena Likovtseva, Hungarian world number 18 Agnes Sarve and improved American world number 60 Ashley Harkelrode before succumbing to Belgian world number 1 Justine Henin. The 70 ranking points she earned from this performance lifted her comfortably within the top 50 again at number 45, with a total of 638 ranking points, but still left her some 50 points adrift of the current standard required to match her previous best ranking of 41st. At the Tier 2 Amelia Island in early April, Vesnina reached the 3rd round after defeating Venezuelan star Milagros Sequeira and veteran Swiss world number 12 Patti Schneider. But then she lost to much improved French world number 49 Eliza Copyright Cornet. As a result, she achieved a net gain of just 25 ranking points to 663, and only 1 ranking place. 2009 Vesnina participated in the 2009 ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand in January. It was here that she advanced to her first final on the WTA Tour, upsetting the tournament's 6th seed Nicole Vadiova in the second round and the 2nd seed Caroline Wozniacki in the quarter-finals along the way. She then prevailed in a marathon semi-final against British number 1 Anne Keith-Thavong with a score of to set up a meeting with fellow Russian and tournament first seed Elena Dementieva. She started strongly in the match with a 3-1 lead but eventually lost to Dementieva. Vesnina participated in the 2009 Australian Open but lost in the first round to French player Julie Coyne. At the 2009 Dubai Tennis Championships, where she was a qualifier, Vesnina made it to the quarter-finals, defeating Chinese player Li Nan in the first round and achieving her first win over a top 10 player by defeating 7th-seeded Svetlana Kostsova. In the 3rd round, she defeated 12th-seeded Dominika Cibulkova, who retired after Vesnina was leading. In the quarter-finals her series of upsets ended when she lost to 16th-seeded Kao Kampi. At her next tournament, the 2009 BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells, California, Vesnina defeated Sabine Lisicki in the first round and 32nd seed Sarana Carr registered trademark RSTEA in the second round. In the 3rd round, she lost to 8th seed Victoria Azarenka. Vesnina started her 2009 clay court season at the 2009 MPS Group Championships in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. She upset 6th-seeded Peng Shuai in the first round, and the 3rd-seed Dominika Cibulkova in the quarter-finals. She lost to 2nd-seeded Caroline Wozniacki in the semi-finals after having 4 match points in the 3rd set. She then reached the quarter-finals of the Tier I Family Circle Cup in Charleston, South Carolina before losing to Sabine Lisicki while battling a leg strain. At Vesnina's next tournament, the 2009 Rome Masters, she reached a second round by defeating American Jill Krabers, but lost to Zhang Jie. She then reached the 3rd round of the 2009 Madrid Masters and lost to Jelena Jankovic. She lost to Agnes Sarve in the second round of the French Open, the first time she'd reached a second round there. She did however reach her first Grand Slam final in the doubles at the French Open partnering Victoria Azarenka. The pair was seeded 12th but lost in the final to the third seeds and defending champions Virginia Ruano Pascual and Annabelle Medina Garrix. At the 2009 Wimbledon Championships, Vesnina defeated Janina Wickmeyer in the first round and defeated Vera Dushevina in the second round. She then caused a big upset over number 14 Dominika Sibylkova in the third round. Vesnina won the first set and had a trainer come at the end of the second. She fell behind in the third, but rallied back. Vesnina then fell to number 4 Elena Dementieva in the fourth round. At the 2009 US Open Series, in her first event of the series in 2009 LA Women's Tennis Championships, she fell to Zhang Jia in the second round. It was followed by first-round losses in the 2009 Rogers Cup to Anna Shakhvtates and in the 2009 Western and Southern Financial Group Masters and Women's Open to Zhang Jia. At the 2009 Pilot Pen Tennis, she upset two top 20 players, a fast-rising Samantha Stosur in the second round, and Arma copyright Lai Mauresmo in the semi-finals. She however lost to Caroline Wozniacki in her second WTA Tour career finals and her first in a premier event. Vesnina was seeded 31st at the 2009 US Open, and it was the first time that she had been seeded at a Grand Slam event. She faced Lucy Radecka in the first round where she came through. In the second round she defeated Jill Krabers to advance to third round at the US Open for the first time. There she faced fellow Russian and her former doubles partner Vera Zvonareva where she fell. Vesnina next played at the 2009 Torrey Pan Pacific Open where she was unseeded in singles. She beat Mara Adjoza copyright Martinez Nchez in the first round and Roberta Vinci in the second round, but she had to retire in her third round match against the 7th seed Jelena Jankovia due to a left thigh strain while trailing. She then played at the 2009 China Open, but she lost in the first round to Melinda Zink. Vesnina then played in her home country at the 2009 Kremlin Cup where she was seeded 6th. She suffered a surprise first-round defeat by compatriot Evgenia Rodina. Vesnina finished the year with a 34-21 singles record, and she finished the year ranked world number 24. 2010 Vesnina's first tournament of the year is the 2010 ASB Classic where she is seeded number 6. In the first round she beat Alberta Bryantey. In the second round she was defeated by Eliza Copyright Cornet. She made the quarter-finals in doubles partnering Riza Zalamida, but lost to Vladimir Raola unregistered trademark over and Renata Vora Infinite over. Her next tournament was the Medibank International Sydney. In the first round she faced number 7 Vera Zvonareva, but at 3-3 Zvonareva retired due to a right ankle injury. In the second round she was defeated by Vera Dushevina. Vesnina was seeded number 28 at the Australian Open but was defeated in the first round by Tatiana Garbin. In the doubles she partnered with Zhang Jia of China where they were seeded number 9. In the first round they beat Eliza Copyright Cornet and Sharon Fitchman 7-5 6-3, and in the second round they won in a walkover. In the third round they lost to the number 8 seeds Bethany Matksans and Yan Zhai. Vesnina also entered mixed doubles with Andy Ram and were the number 8 seeds. In the first round they defeated Alicia Molik and Matthew Bden. In the second round they beat Annalena Graf-Paragrafenfeld and Christopher Kaz, but then fell to the top-seeded Cara Black and Leander Paes in the quarterfinals. Her next tournament was the 2010 Open GDF Suez where she was seeded number 8. She was knocked out in the second round by Tatiana Garbin. At the Barclays Dubai Tennis Championships, Vesnina fell in 3 sets to world number 14 Vera Zvonareva in the first round. At the 2010 MPS Group Championships she made it to the semi-final, losing to world No. 2 Caroline Wozniacki after serving for the match. She then lost 7 back-to-back matches, falling in the third round of 2010 Family Circle Cup and the first rounds of 2010 Internazionale BNL d'Italia, 2010 Mutua Madrilegia ± a Madrid Open, 2010 International de Strasbourg, 2010 French Open, 2010 UNICEF Open, and 2010 Wimbledon Championships. At the Wimbledon Championships Vesnina made it to her second Grand Slam final in doubles while partnering Vera Zvonareva. the pair scored some impressive wins over the top-seeded Williams sisters in the quarter-finals and over fourth seeds Jasladalko and Flavia Pinetta in the semi-finals. In the final they fell to fellow unseeded pair in Yaroslava Shvedova and Vania King. She was able to break her 7-losing streak at the 2010 Istanbul Cup, defeating Bojana Jovanovski, Stephanie Var-Paragraf-Giel and Anastasia Rodionova in straight sets. She then upset 6th seed Andrea Petkovic, recovering from a breakdown to reach the finals. In the final, where she faced fellow Russian Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova, Vesnina went down despite having led 4-0 in the second set and been a breakup at 3-1 in the final set. Vesnina then played in the 2010 Western and Southern Financial Group Women's Open, where in the second round she defeated French Open champion Francesca Iavone. She lost to Ana Ivanovic in the third round. She then needed to qualify in the 2010 Pilot Pen Tennis, which she did but lost to Maria Kirilenko in the first round. She also fell to fifth seed Samantha Stosur in the first round of the US Open. Following the US Open, Vesnina next participated in the 2010 Tashkent Open. She beat Lizia Tsurenko and Olga Savgyuk to reach the quarter-finals, where she then demolished Daria Kostova. In the semi-finals she defeated Monica Niculescu despite being down 3-0 in the third set. Elena won 6 of the last 7 games. She lost to Alla Kudryavtseva in the final. Elena scored the biggest win of her career 2 weeks later in the China Open by defeating 12th seed Maria Sharapova. She lost to Tamir Baksinski in the next round. 2011 . Elena began her year at the 2011 ASB Classic, where she was seeded 7th. In her first match of the year she easily outclassed Marina Erakovic. However, in the next round Vesnina faced Simona Halep. She started well leading, however she then lost the second set and retired due to dizziness. Elena then went to 2011 Moorilla Hobart International, where she defeated Aranchks Paris Santanjar in the first round. She then lost to top seed Marion Bartoli. In the first round of the 2011 Australian Open, Vesnina lost to Frenchwoman Virginie Razzano. She then also fell in the first rounds of 2011 Open GDF Suez, 2011 Dubai Tennis Championships, and 2011 BNP Paribas, opening the qualifying round in 2011 Qatar Ladies Open. At the 2011 Sony Ericsson Open she defeated higher-ranked players Jasladalko and 23rd seed Janina Wickmeyer, but lost to Annabelle Medina Garrigues in the third round. At the 2011 Family Circle Cup, Vesnina defeated Rebecca Marino in the first round and then knocked out 4 consecutive seeds number 14 seed Bethany Matk-Sands, 2nd seed and defending champion Samantha Stosur, 12th seed Julia Gar-Paragraf-Rges and 11th seed Chinese Peng Xiai. Vesnina became runner-up at the 2011 Family Circle Cup by losing to Caroline Wozniacki in straight sets. In doubles, Vesnina along with Indian Sania Mtsa won the finals of the BNP Paribas Open by defeating Bethany Matk-Sands and Meghan Shaughnessy. Then the pair won their second doubles title of the year at the Family Circle Cup by defeating Matk-Sands and Shaughnessy again. Their partnership continued to gain momentum after the team reached the final of the 2011 Roland Garros women's doubles tournament before falling to Czechs Andrea Lava Infinite-Korver and Lucy Radecka in the final. They also reached the semi-finals of the 2011 Wimbledon ladies doubles tournament before falling to eventual champions and second seeds Květa Peschke and Katerina Spotnik. 2012 . Together with Leander Paes, she reached the Australian Open and the Wimbledon mixed doubles final. At the 2012 Family Circle Cup, Vesnina won her first round match. In her second round match she lost to Serena Williams and was unable to defend her runner-up points from the previous year. She reached the doubles finals of the Dubai Open and Indian Wells with Sania Mtsa. At the Australian Open, the pair reached the semi-finals. She then paired with Ekaterina Makarova in Madrid and in Rome, and reached the finals in both tournaments. The pair were defeated in the quarter-finals of the French Open. At Wimbledon and the London Olympics, she continued pairing with Ekaterina Makarova in doubles, and the pair were defeated in the quarter-finals in both tournaments. At the US Open, they were defeated in the third round. In Beijing, The pair were victorious in the final against Sania Mtsernurievives. 2013, Grand Slam doubles champion equals. At the start of 2013, Vesnina claimed her first WTA Tour title by defeating defending champion Mona Buthell in the final of the Moorilla Hobart International. At the Australian Open, Vesnina reached the fourth round, saving a match point against 16th seed Roberta Vinci in the third round en route. She was eventually defeated by the defending champion, Victoria Azarenka. Vesnina won her first Grand Slam title at the 2013 French Open, capturing the doubles title alongside Ekaterina Makarova. Vesnina won her second WTA Tour title at the Aigan International in Eastbourne. En route to the final, she defeated Ana Ivanovic in the first round and Heather Watson in the second. She then went on to beat second seed Li Na in the quarter-finals and Janina Wickmeyer in the semi-finals. In the final, she easily dispatched American Jamie Hampton to win her first grass tour event. 2014, second Grand Slam doubles title equals. Vesnina and Ekaterina Makarova won their second major title at the 2014 US Open. Apparel and equipment, Vesnina wears Lacoste clothing and uses Babolat rackets. Career statistics. Singles key, 1 tournament. Or reached final. Semi-final. Quarter-final. Round 4, 3, 2, 1. Competed at a round-robin stage. Lost in qualification round. Absent from tournament event. Played in a Davis Cup/Fed Cup zonal group or playoff. Won a bronze, silver or gold medal at the Olympics. A downgraded Masters Series/1000 tournament. Or a tournament that was not held in a given year. To avoid confusion and double counting, these charts are updated either at the conclusion of a tournament, or when the player's participation in the tournament has ended. Doubles mixed Grand Slam doubles 7, mixed doubles 3. Awards 2013, the Russian Cup and the Nomination Pair of the Year, WTA Fan Favorite Doubles Team of the Year, 2014, the Russian Cup and the Nomination Pair of the Year. References. External links, official website, Elena Vesnina at the Women's Tennis Association, Elena Vesnina at the International Tennis Federation, Elena Vesnina at the Fed Cup.